Good morning, it's Mother's Day, May 14th. Hung out at Morrie Community Park. And we're getting a shuttle back to the trailhead in about an hour or so. So I'll catch up with you guys then. All right, George Washington and Jefferson National Forest at mile 810, starting at what time? What time you got, 8:30?
8:28, yeah.
8:28, and we're looking to do some miles today. Per usual, a view from the top. We've been climbing for 2 or 3 miles now, so we should be near the top, hopefully. Nice view above the clouds though. Came from there, going probably over there, I don't know. Probably, yeah, I bet you it's over that hill and then down through there.
Probably, so.
How's your dog doing?
She's doing good. I mean, we actually just, the last week or so, I've been kind of managing her. She had a limp and then she got off and then she came back and I think I pushed her a little much and her paws started hurting a little bit, so. We took 2 days off and she's doing good today. She's chasing everything around.
Yep.
It's chipmunks we've seen.
Yeah, chipmunks and squirrels. She's just darting off, trying to get them. So, but I'm just trying to like go slow.
Yep. So Eric, who we just met on trail, is day hiking with his wife and wanted to just come back and offer his service as a shuttle driver or opportunity to drive us around in town or, you know, get us to and from the trailhead if needed. So we really appreciate that, and more than likely we'll be giving Eric a call here in the next couple of days for a ride and see if we can't hook up again. So really appreciate that. Just stopped to have a snack and relax for a minute. As a matter of fact, I tripped a little bit and strained my left soleus, gastrocnemius, calf muscle, and it knotted up real quick. I actually tripped on my right foot and went to catch myself on my left foot, and just like stabilizing myself, it just strained it and balled right up and knotted right up. So I stretched it out a little bit and rested it and rolled my ankles around. In the meantime, Jukebox and Lunar had caught up with me, and Jukebox was saying something about possibly just getting dinner at the shelter and then moving on and maybe going a couple extra miles. I think, in my opinion, just pushing his luck. I mean, Luna is doing great. She's definitely been bouncing around the path and I think is on her way to recovery, but also I don't think you want to continue to push your luck. But not my hike. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about not even starting at the shelter anyways before I got there and just, looking for a campsite. So after looking at the map, shelter's a little bit off trail. There's some water and a campsite after that. It is still really early in the day. I would like to kind of try to walk this knot out as long as the trail is decent. I know we have one uphill in front of us before the shelter, and I think it looked like we're in a ridge from there. So just gonna walk it out and see what happens for the rest of the day. And if I don't trip and fall and hurt myself, I'll keep you guys posted and where we're gonna set up camp and if anything interesting comes along trail. So nothing very exciting to report back. I didn't stop at the shelter because it was off trail, probably not too far, but didn't want to waste the time walking down there. I knew I wasn't going to set up camp there. Didn't really need anything. Just stopped at a campsite, I don't know, 0.4 back, had a snack, to the bathroom, and just looking for, I think, a site where I get a nice view. Right now I'm heading 15 miles today. I would love to put in 20 or 25. It's 4:30 right now, and that's not going to happen, but I I can look for a nice site with a nice view and call it a night. So I have some bratwurst to cook up, hopefully on an open fire. And if I do anything exciting for dinner, I'll definitely let you know, because that's probably been the most exciting, or will be the most exciting thing of the day. It's just been a lot of woods walking, mostly up in the morning, and then you know, kind of consistently up and down for the last couple hours. So camp's all set up. I did probably about 17 miles. I'll double check and probably tell you in the morning, but I was looking for a maple sapling to use for cooking my hot dogs or dogs. So I'm gonna try to get maybe something similar. I'm gonna cook some dinner and I'll show you camp here in a second. There's my stick. It's going to help cook my dinner. Not very straight, but it'll do. Camping. Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It's day whatever it is. It's May 15th, Monday. We had a nice camp. I was hoping for a sunrise. It's about 7 o'clock, and get up and start packing up camp and getting some miles in today. It's still about I don't know, I think it was, if I do 2 19s I could be in town tomorrow, but I'll probably split it up into 3 days. So just hanging out in the tent and put some music on for the first time in a long time, and just gonna jam to this for a minute while I wake up, get together. So Rod just came through my camp and said that he and some others had camped about just not even a mile back. So I asked him what his plans were, and he talked about doing a 19-mile day to some brewery that I guess is right on trail, and I had talked about that with a couple others before. It's exactly 19 miles, which I talked about 2 19-mile days would get us right into Waynesboro. He's the first one out of camp, so it's the first time I've really put my music on and did that, and I'm hanging out. If you guys can't tell, I'm standing on a cliff here. That's where my campsite is. And I'm just gonna enjoy it and see what comes through from the trail as I kind of pick up and clean up my camp this morning. So I'll catch up with you guys later.
What a beautiful life.
That's right, what a beautiful life. Time for a little reflection. For the last couple of days I've been hiking with Jukebox and Luna, and yeah, obviously I love dogs, and that was my attraction to hanging out with those guys, and really got to know Jukebox a lot better hanging out yesterday at the pavilion. And you know, we did talk quite a bit about religion, and his background is as a Christian, and you know, mine's kind of agnostic. I don't know, you know, so it's interesting, you know, and this just to listen to other people's perspective. And I think that's what makes the hiker community great, is there's such a, you know, great dynamic of people from all sorts of walks of life and backgrounds, and that's what allows us to grow, is to be able to sit down and break bread with other people and have meals and eat drinks and get to know who they are and where they come from and what they believe in. And you know, that just broadens everybody's horizons and perspective. So, you know, I really appreciate the time I had with Jukebox and Luna. And honestly, I'm kind of feeling a little bit sad, I guess the word is, maybe, that, you know, I'm not hiking with them today. I was really hoping that they weren't going to do a whole lot of miles, just for, you know, their sake and safety and protecting their hike. But they did move on a little bit further and ended up just behind me. So I'm sure they'll catch up at some point and see how they're doing. So coming up on Priest Shelter, where you, in the logbook, confess your sins. But also this is the only place to get water for like, I don't know, forever today. It seems like I'm trying to put 19 miles in today, and need to camo up and get a snack. So we're at Priest Shelter. Sorry friends, I have no sins to confess. I'm on my way. So Jukebox and Luna caught up at the shelter, and it sounded like they're gonna do the 4 miles to the next gap, and Lady Jukebox 2.0 is going to be picking Luna up there and taking her into Waynesboro, because she's already finished this part of the trail, this last 30 miles or so, and she's already in Waynesboro. So she's gonna, I guess, take a 0 and watch Luna, and I think that's great. Takes Luna off the trail for a few days and gets her some rest, and gives Jukebox opportunity to do some miles as he wants, and kind of that freedom. So it's a good thing to hear. So just a little reflection on the pre-shelter logbooks. Seems like we're all sinners, and most of us have sinned in very similar ways, had impure thoughts, had participated in questionable activities. You know, we are imperfect human beings. So that's what I've learned by reading some of those logs. And for any of those of you hikers, hopefully, that are watching this, that you have read those logs, you will understand what I'm talking about. So I didn't end up writing anything in there, but what I'm saying is, you know, most of us have similar faults.
Nice day for a hike.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Enjoy yours. Thank you. So we did take a blue blaze, and we're on our way up this waterfall, this continuous waterfall, for the next, I think it's about 1.5 miles to the shelter. So yes, going up, but have great views. Shelter where the AT meets back up with this blue blaze that I was on, and it was fun. It wasn't easy at all. Up most of the way, other than this last 4.4 was relatively flat, but all uphill other than that. So I'm gonna get up here to the shelter, see if anybody else is here, and hang out, and probably have some more. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Shade, correct?
Yes.
Is that shade? Okay.
Shades.
Shades.
Like the sunglasses.
Shades, okay.
I'll throw it up. How you doing?
Good. Nice to meet you guys. My name's Trail name Remington. Nice to meet you too. So that was Shades. We just ran into, and I'm not sure of her dog's name, but she is blind and hiking with her service dog, the Appalachian Trail. So it was nice to run into her. Pretty cool.
Told us that if you're slack packing a single mile of this trail, you are not a through hiker.
Well,
So
whatever.
she's like, Grandma.
Yeah.
She's like, are you guys?
Peop-
We said, oh, we're through hikers. We're taking slack pack today. And she said, well, you may be doing a through hike, but if someone's supporting you, you're not through hikers.
So whatever.
It was the funniest. Honestly,
It's
I've
so
never
funny.
had someone talk to me that way before.
I don't, to hike your own hike. And to me, like, I'm walking all the miles. I'm walking through 14 states.
That's what I said.
I'm walking.
I said my goal was to walk to Maine.
Yeah.
So to me, that doesn't really involve every mile. It involves
Right.
walking.
Yeah, I'm having a good time. And I looked at aqua blazing the other night, and that's like from Waynesboro or through the Shenandoahs, but it doesn't really save you any mileage, which was what I was kind of hoping.
And it looks like the Shenandoahs will be like cruisy and fun
Yeah.
miles.
Yeah,
I'm
so
excited to hike through them, honestly, with all the waysides and restaurants and
this,
stuff.
yeah, that's what Carlos was just saying. He's like, it might be a little pricier, but it's like you don't have to carry as much. And Raven's Roost, Overlook. I'm sure my hair is pretty wild right now. Probably looks like hell. I'm just trying to figure out mileage right now. It's Monday, May 15th at 7:17 p.m. And currently my phone is dying. So I'm going to get back to you guys. But I have camp set up. I am closer to Waynesboro than I was this morning. I did do some blue blazing and got as far down trail as I could because I wanted to make it a short day tomorrow. It's still going to be like 15 miles, so I'll get back to you in a second.